Hi, Assalamualaikum gorgeous, welcome back to my channel. Previously, I made a video about cream/liquid applicators that you can buy to start playing around with makeup. I received a lot of comments saying that my voice is too formal when I speak in Malay.
Daripada natural hair. Jadi brush ni tak ada texture atau cuticle macam yang kita boleh nampak.
So here you go. Today I want to share with you guys about powder brushes. Now there's a lot of powder products in the market, whether it's face powder, blush, highlight, bronzer, contour, all of that in powder compressed form. Well, unless it is loose powder. So in this video you will learn what kind of brush suits for different purposes. With that being said, let's jump right into it. Face powder brush. As you can see, there's a lot of designs to apply face powder. There's dome shape and then there's tapered. The bristle for dome shape brushes are usually soft, less dense, and pick up less product so that you won't overpowder and look dead. I mean matte. Dead matte. You know what I mean. The brushes are exactly the same class. How I usually use this type of brush is by stippling technique, which means dabbing the powder on my face instead of rubbing. I shared about this technique in my previous video, so make sure you check them out by clicking the link in description. Next is the kabuki tapered brush. Some of you use it to apply foundation, but for me it works the best whenever I want to do baking technique. Now we're not talking about cake baking now. Baking in makeup terms is a method that you do by applying excessive amounts of loose or translucent powder and you leave it to set for a few minutes, possibly about 5 to 10 minutes before you gently sweep the remaining powder. Not everyone is suitable to do baking as it intends to soak up moisture from your skin to get airbrush look and leave your skin dry as desert. So if you like to do baking or you want to try it, it's best to have very good primer first. Nowadays, lots of makeup brands prefer to use synthetic and nylon to make their brushes because it's easy to clean and less harmful for those who are sensitive to natural hair bristle, which usually made out of squirrels, sables, minks, or even camels. If you watched my previous video, I did share the benefits of using synthetic bristles compared to natural ones. So go ahead and check them out so you won't miss any important infos. Next, I want to share with you about powder puff. Good old powder puff. You might think it's only been used by our grandma or older generations and not even relevant. Historically, the puff is made out of fine fleece, cotton, and feathers. But now, most of cosmetic brands use synthetic and shape them into balls or pads. Having puff as makeup essential is good because for those who are sweat freak like me, but you still want to wear matte makeup, you can beat your face out of it and get extra coverage. Some compact powders don't have powder puff with it, so buying thin puffs is useful. Just put it on top of powder and close it. Easy. Whenever you want to apply your powder with a puff, make sure you press the puff on your skin. Don't rub it. Again, you don't want to create any lines and ruin your base makeup. Blush brush. As the name itself, blush brush is to apply blush. It's big, it's soft, and looks just the same as powder brush. That's because it can be used interchangeably. Powder for blush, blush for powder. Some people use dome-shaped brush. Well, some prefer to use angle brush because they prefer to contour and use it after for blush. It's really no specific rules for using blush brush anyway. It's just about preferences. Contour and shading brush. As we talked about earlier, angle brush is used for contour and blush application. The angle is made so to give clean shading under your cheekbones to create illusions of having chiseled, smaller face. Make sure to soften up those lines. As I said, it's illusion, not lines. Some people were born with beautiful cheekbones that don't even need any contour. So yeah, good for you. You can also see some makeup lovers use smaller angle brush to create divine nose bridge. Snatch. So what else do you need in your makeup kit other than beauty sponge? Well, I definitely suggest you to buy a powder puff that you can use anytime you need. It's simple, it's lightweight, and it's cheap. Oh, and you definitely find it anywhere in beauty store. Another thing is blush brush. Now you don't have to buy a long handle like this. Try to find the one that can retract with lids to prevent your brush exposed to dirt. So yeah, that's all for today's video. If you haven't watched my previous video, which is in Malay and English, click the link that's mentioned on the screen. As usual, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and follow me in my other social medias as well. I'll see you in my part 3 video, which we will discuss about the most basic brushes for eyeshadows. Love ya. Assalamualaikum.